meeting. And I think we'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And we're going to move right to the approval of the agenda. You know what, could probably come flying in and minute. Yeah, nope, that's how it still kept going. He'll be flying in and I don't know where Mark is.
Okay.
Is he here?
Yeah, he'll come in at 5:30, whatever the original time was.
Oh, it's 5:15.
Yeah, but he's still there.
Well,
Okay.
okay.
I'm
That's a very respectful move, isn't it?
I'm guessing that the bottom one where it says next meeting is supposed to be 5:15.
5:15, and he's really late, isn't he?
He wants them to be there early.
Is everybody in approval of the agenda?
May I ask what this, obviously I'm from the soccer side, but what is the field approved
Where are you? Where?
on the last meeting?
Oh, the church allowed is approved as to
okay.
have it. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we went down, I called Asbury Park and talked to their board, and they're gonna allow soccer down there for the summer, so we won't be in that.
That's down here, right?
Yeah, have you ever been down there? It is really a nice little park, and it's very old. It's old.
We're gonna kind of verify, make sure everything's gonna work out.
Yeah, we wanted to
We're gonna
kind of
We're
work.
gonna hope so. I really like the venue down there at the previous spot that were from
4-H
the
camp.
4-H camp. It's just monetary wise, they kind of started asking a little more and more and stuff, and we don't make any money off what we do for the soccer, so it's kind of like hard for us. And I say it's hard for us. People have been putting a bill for it, have been American Legion, and kind of giving them a better taste, and as far as them helping out.
Sure.
And you know what? I talked to Dean tomorrow, and I'm going to tell him about our camp for soccer at Asbury Park.
Okay.
Because they want our kids to have that. They want everything to happen. I think his son won a prize for his poster.
I have no idea.
You know what's funny is that
And you would
I don't even know what poster you're talking about.
I don't either when it comes to that stuff, because like just yesterday, I guess they had a canine thing at the school,
Yeah.
and every day after school we would ask to the Howard school, whatever it was. Oh, good, we did nothing, we learned nothing, and my wife said, "Talk to your friend, you guys." I said, "What's going on?" He goes, "Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, I guess my wife found out they had a little show and tell by the dogs, whatever it was." And he said, "Oh yeah, I have to tell you. Everything that happened before you never stuff what's going on."
Yeah, it's part of their day, isn't it?
Well, I don't see any things to really amend on the
Okay.
agenda, so I guess you want to
Okay, we'll move on.
make a motion to approve the agenda.
Okay, now I want to give you a chance to look at the February and the February special meeting minutes.
Also, it's
Oh, wait a minute. Motion made.
kind of has to.
Thank you. And did we vote on that?
No.
Okay. Approve February and February special meeting minutes.
I think everything checks out with it. We don't have anything to do with it, right? I don't get amended, do we?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Unless I said I was spending $100,000 instead of 10. but I didn't, I don't think so.
Okay. Then move forward, make a motion to approve February meeting minutes and special meeting minutes to go along with it.
Okay.
Second that.
Okay, do you want to tell us about Lark, where we are and what we need to do? You can say.
I have copies.
Oh, you do? Oh,
Thanks, sir.
thank you.
Visit with Brandon again. Got our date selected, which I believe is the 30th
July?
of July, correct. Yep, July 30th is written on the top,
Okay,
on the event date, July 30th. He sent me this bill here, so for down payment to reserve that day, he has us just penciled in right now. And he called me last week asking, the status on that, and I said, we have a meeting coming up this week, to hopefully get that approved, and we can get the deposit in. So we have a deposit of $1,250, to reserve our 125 tickets, the 50/50 raffle, and the Miracle Minute. And then we would, after the deposit, we would subtract out from the balance, and our balance would be the remainder. We can pay that either just the deposit now or pay it in full, and then all the money collected, we can have the checks made out to the park board,
yeah,
whatever
yeah,
we think is better, I guess,
yeah,
we can do. Because we're paying the tickets are $25 a piece. That includes the meal plan, and I believe a large cat, and then we do get the Miracle Minute and the 50/50. If we didn't do 125 guaranteed up front, then we had to pick between the 50/50 and the Miracle Minute. So we couldn't do both for fundraising.
so, but we did get to do
But I
both the
told
way
him,
you did it.
yeah, I told him the way we want to do it is the 125 relation. When he went back, he said we did 125 the last time.
Yeah,
So I think,
And that's how many we actually sold last time?
yep, that's how many tickets we sold, because we were sold out.
So you're gonna be overtaking this, in the future, I guess, for your portfolio and stuff. So you can be able to, I guess, kind of identify how much we're actually, because you said in the past, you've actually lost money on this.
I think it was the first year that we did it, that you guys did it, it was sold out. But I think the second year, I don't think that all the tickets sold, and I don't think you came out ahead on it.
And he didn't have, he only had record of us doing it one time, when I asked him back in his record. But I don't know, I think he kind of
yeah.
missed it.
And you know what, we just have to hustle.
Yeah.
We can sell those tickets, we just have to hustle them.
That's why I think if we can get this approved and get the tickets to us, get our marketing materials, get that hung up around town, and then when we're sending out the registration forms to the students in school, send a packet with them too, saying what we're gonna do, that
Yeah.
it's
And
gonna
it's
benefit
gonna
our
be great
program.
when you register. And if you'd like me to come and sit and kind of promote that during registration, I would.
So have you at all had, like I said, where the kids that participate in the sports thing sell so many each?
We have, the year that I was coaching and we did it, we did do that. Most of the time it was the kids playing and their parents and brothers and sisters came along with, and then there's other community members. But I think if 50 or 75% of the kids that participate in the summer rec program purchase tickets with their families, we can
Yep.
hit the 75 mark of the 125, and then we
And that's the break even to 75?
yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Because the money, the 50/50, obviously the 50% of it goes to the winner, and then we get the remainder, and then the Miracle Minute, all proceeds of that come directly to our program.
good. I will make a motion that we pay the deposit so we can get started and get penciled in the book.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's look at that.
Okay.
Question for you too, have on for the similar thing, is, have you kind of got a picture or thoughts about when you're gonna be doing sign-ups and all that kind of stuff?
I don't, normally we have the like a manager. I think Josh Harvey did it last year.
I have to talk to Josh, don't I?
Because Lynette and I took it over last year to help out and get things started, and we ended up having Josh Harvey being able to kind of head it up a little bit. With
Yeah, if he wants to head it up, I can assist him, or since it's your portfolio, you can, or, either way doesn't, like when we did it, we just went up to school, went to the elementary secretary, asked the numbers, made that many copies, plus like 20 extra, so that way kids that are homeschooled or don't go to school here that come stay with grandma and grandpa or whatever, we had extra copies for them, to do.
So have you guys thought about who's gonna take over the snack stand? When that's not gonna have anything to do with any of that?
Oh,
He's
Lynette.
the one that ran that whole thing.
Yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of a.
You know what, I really push for that when we sign up parents, there's gonna be a parent or two, it may take more than Lynette.
I think if, we can get a parent or two that does it, and then you get a sign-up sheet. Other communities, when, Will and I first started doing baseball, we didn't have concessions. We'd go to other communities that had concessions. Well, we wanted to build our program to have concessions as well, and that's kind of when we got the ball rolling on the concession stand with the school and the Legion. To do that, and then we would ask other communities, how do you guys get parents to work? That's always a big thing.
It is.
How do you get little Johnny's mom to come in and sit for 4 hours in the night? Well, we did it like 2 hours at a time, so if the night was going to be 4 hours long, parents would take 2-hour shifts, or they could work the whole 4 hours and they were done for the year then.
Yeah.
And then I think we reduced the price of registration too. If they signed up ahead of time, they got $5 or $10 off of the registration.
That's how with hockey too. You're required. You had your 2 tickets or for 2 sets. First set was one for registration, which actually included all your stuff for the player itself. The second set was a one that possibly be voided out if you didn't if you signed up for the concessions or whatever, one day, if you helped out, whatever it may be. And if you did, you require your 4 requirements, they would void the check off. If they didn't, they would charge it. And so, I mean, it works well for people, because, a lot of people want to get out of paying, it was just $200 extra money, so it's, but,
How much was the check for?
over $200.
Oh my goodness.
I want to say it's close to $300, so I'd rather say $200, so I don't want to say it's too bad much, but it was, it's something you really want to do, look forward to.
Somebody's gonna have to kind of oversee getting inventory and keeping stuff on hand, organizing, taking care of money, all of that.
For the boy soccer and stuff down
If Josh isn't going to take the lead this year, I'm wondering if Mr. Hare would.
Is that something we could advertise to, put out?
One of the parents, maybe,
Right.
If you want to coach this year, or no?
Hare was the assistant basketball coach last year, and I think he's the Phi-Ed teacher.
He is the Phi-Ed teacher, and he, is the golf, head of the golf kids, yeah. Because I was gonna ask him if he would want to add some girls to the golf, and I wouldn't be able to coach them, but I could go with them, because I golf. Get lessons from me, but there has to be a woman with them, so I was just gonna say, I'll go with you if you want to do that. But I can't stay at the hospital. So, I think I better take it a little easy.
The same, actually, I maybe talk about it next month, I guess, it don't matter, about maybe put that for agenda for next month, about all the baseball stuff, because I'm about the workers or the coaches.
We're gonna have to look over
all that kind of stuff.
I can bring the spreadsheet with like the prior year's pay and everything. You can look at how I think you were just talking about doing minimal raises for people who had been here multiple years last year.
Maybe if Josh starts coming back an hour, maybe we either go back the same way for him or whoever, maybe step in those shoes, whatever it may be.
Kelly might be okay.
Okay.
Kelly might,
And I would be willing to help out too as needed. Obviously, my schedule, I don't have a set schedule with my job, and I umpire Legion ball in the summertime, so most of my Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays evenings are taken up by that, but I'd be willing to help out where needed.
I kind of know some of the younger parents, and it would really be, see, Josh has the summer off, so that really works nice,
Right.
so,
And I can visit with him too if you guys want to see if he's interested in coming back to do that, or
yeah, we did.
It'd be nice to touch base,
Yeah.
at least start off with and go from there.
and then that way we can kind of get the ball rolling.
You'll
I
call,
can-
you'll call
Yeah, I
Josh,
can call
okay,
Josh and visit with him, or
right, because I've asked him, and he's just kind of him-hearted, but, you know, okay,
So moving on, I mean,
yep,
okay, this is what we're doing.
so, we're gonna move to the golf course update.
golf course update. They were very appreciative of we were very appreciative of the $5,000 donation that we gave the golf course. That's going towards the clubhouse renovation, and there's stages to get the clubhouse to where we want it to be. Then I also asked them to, if there's some way we can get some sort of recognition
Yep.
out of the golf course, whether that's a sign in the clubhouse or being on the scorecard. They thought the scorecard was nice, but they could bring it to the board to see what the rest of us wanted
Okay,
to do.
I think the scorecard, the scorecard is strictly for people who are paying money, as far as I'm concerned, because they pay that money out every year to get that, and I don't want to take up that kind of,
Yep.
income from them, but I think we could have a nice sign made that says, we can't say we're a member, but,
Yeah, sponsorship.
yeah,
Washburn Park.
Washburn Park Board sponsors Taylor Woods Golf Course, or sponsorship of Taylor Woods Golf Course. Yeah, that's all it has to say, and you know what, that sign could sit up, it could sit up in the parking lot, actually, just anywhere, it could be in a group of trees as you go to tee off a two or something, you know what I mean? It doesn't, but I think it should be a pretty good size, and I think that would, and one would do it. So, Melissa has a rendering of what our logo is, Melissa Price, and I will talk to her and see if she can email that to me. And if she can, then we can reproduce it and have a sign made. And I think we'll have to go to the Bismarck and have a sign made, but I think that would be the thing to do.
Yep.
And get it so that we can get it fastened down the right way, that it isn't gonna, be out of the ground. Probably have to put
Concrete or
some
something.
concrete, yep.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, all right, so we already did that, okay. We're gonna approve the financial report. And as we do that, I'm also going to tell you that we finally got the money put in the bank from the CD. They sent Matt home with the stuff for me to sign, and I went in the hospital.
Okay.
It took forever. Said Josh, are you signing that? I go, but you own it. But they were definitely patient with us, and they did not charge us for that CD.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe one more. She had sent it out, but I guess it didn't come through. And then I never received it in the city. She said she sent it out last night.
Our meeting is always
Okay.
You know what, at the bottom.
Well, I think it was maybe a phone call, she said taking a lot of stuff out of it,
See it
another
tomorrow.
TV thing. Well, yes, sir. You make it in or no? Okay. Okay. Yes, sir. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
Okay, first off, I had gotten this, you had asked me to send that to Mark. I did forward a copy of that to Mark, but in case anybody else is interested in that, there's a form for that class.
Oh, that certification?
Yep.
Yeah, but this is the one you have to attend.
Yep.
And it is available online, and Jen researched it, and we have, Tracy Jaeger and, April Heddlebeth, and Jen is gonna take it, and Dr. Greek take it too.
Okay.
So, and I contacted Jen, and she's gonna send him the information, because he wants to take it sooner than later. And the only person I don't know about is Mark, if Mark's gonna re-up. He has to re-up this year.
Well, he just said just put me, I mean, it's not official yet, he just said you maybe put this resignation in, so,
Oh, okay,
just,
okay.
maybe, I don't know.
Okay, well, he doesn't do that, but okay. The next thing, what else about our financials? Do you have something for us?
Yep, this is the King County deposit for the month. You just said all right. And then I'll get you guys to sign off.
That's not for the month, that's for a period of time,
For
right?
the month of, well, because the way it works is,
When
they
they get
send out
money in.
the tax statements, and usually people pay December, January, February, so your biggest deposits are the beginning of part of the year,
Yeah.
and then you get lower amounts over the course of the year, so this is why you're getting such big amounts in each month currently.
Okay,
And I haven't seen the check from the city yet, but I'm sure we'll see it in the next week or so. These are checks written and everything, I'll just get you guys to sign off
Oh,
on
yeah.
those. Chris is back working, we did his first payroll, beginning part of this week.
yeah. His boss died,
Yeah, he told me that.
yeah. And so, I went to find him today, because I wanted to talk to him, but he was gone.
Okay,
So,
sure.
I'm guessing maybe he did go to work today too, because so beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's just stuff like that park ready for,
Community garden.
yeah, the garden and ready for the park. The equipment, yeah.
As far as other stuff, I mean, we had the taxes and we had the payment to ISI, but there hasn't been just a whole lot going on. I mean, you could, see checks.
Unfortunately, one of the cities they're pushing to get that signed. I would be checking, I will get off maybe tomorrow or Friday early to go into the lobby to get that CD signed, so I guess.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been.
And you know what, even if you were late, how late is the drive up there?
Is it five? Oh,
Because they would try to through
oh, okay,
here.
I was making sure
There you go. Why don't you do that?
I will,
Yeah,
because I'm direct home from 2:30, so when I get off work, I make it to Washburn at 4:15.
You may want to call ahead of time and let them know so that they have it
Okay.
sitting there and they know
Yeah.
whoever's there knows.
Sounds good.
They look
Yeah,
for
because trying to get signed on to the bank was a headache, and as far as it took a while, and longer than it should have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I don't really have a lot else as far as the financial stuff goes, but, as far as having the money to make the payment on the equipment and stuff like that, it's not an issue.
Okay,
So, between the CD money going in there and the money you're getting from the
Yeah,
county.
okay. But, we don't want to, you want to see my splash pad? I never give up on it.
Still working on it?
It's a work in progress, huh?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Do we want to approve the financial report?
I'll make a motion to approve the financial report.
Okay, and I'll second.
Quick question, just before we move on, do you want me to go ahead and get this check for the 1250 ready for Jack to pick up?
Yeah, yep, is that okay, Jack, you'll just pick it up?
Yep, Kevin's
Yep.
been marking up, I can write it down, so.
And will you pay my pool, half my pool,
Yes, that was.
and I gave you a bill,
Yes, you gave me a bill, so we're gonna do them a half on the,
yeah. Half is just fine, I don't think.
I'll do this one here, 39,811.
Yeah. So we're moving to, I'm asking for permission to speak to the attorney about our, pool drug policy. Because I think that's coming up pretty fast and we better have our ducks in a row. You know, it's juvenile, so I'm sure their parents are going to have to sign.
I would say, I'll make a motion to approve you talking to the attorney about it, cause it's coming up shortly when we're gonna be sending out, getting and reviewing the applicants and making sure that's in play.
How soon do you want to send these out to? Obviously before the end of the season, or end of the year, right?
No, I have to have a drug policy before we put the kids into the pool.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, it's my saddest moment that that's what has to happen. But if we don't, we're just, you know, that has to be a drug-free zone, and that's all there is to it. And I have said in both of my presentations that there will be random drug testing, because, you know, but of course we're going to have to get permission from the parents, but I think that's an okay thing too. What parent wouldn't want to know their kid's safe, you know, so,
I'll second that.
okay. And we have a no tolerance, so they will be gone if there was, yeah.
So you were adding the drug policy, you were adding background checks?
Not background, in teenage kids.
Weren't you originally talking about that?
I think we
Really?
talked about it a little bit, but
Well, I know that you
Because you were asking the
cannot look
policeman.
at a record.
Well, you were asking the policeman, and he said that
Yeah.
there was something there with employment, that it was a possibility, I think.
Okay,
maybe
you know,
that,
I'd just run it by him when you're on the phone with him.
if you're on the phone with him asking that too.
And then the other thing was you were talking about requiring CPR.
yeah,
And the CPR, that comes with kind of, we've had that in, or that's been in play
yep,
during the policy for a
yep.
while.
And you
The
do
only
that
other
with
thing was-
baseball too, don't you?
Right, no,
Yep,
baseball doesn't, that's what we asked the last meeting was, I think it'd be beneficial for all the,
yep.
baseball coaches and lifeguards.
And they're really good at the, ambulance about putting a class together for a group.
But that's
So,
something that you would probably want to include in your policy or handbook or whatever you do when you're hiring these kids, that this is you're required to do CPR training, you're required to have, you know, things back there if you need it back from say
Yeah,
whatever.
so if you ever really run into a soccer, I would love to do that, push that forward, you know, because if I run a soccer thing, I'm the only person that legally be able to run it, technically is me, because I have to look at U.S. soccer, like, they have a lot of criteria that have to be met, you know, so I think it's a great thing that you could require them to have all CPR on it, so.
mhm.
Since they're being paid instead of being a volunteer side.
Yeah, well, that's what you know what, I just feel like if there was an incident at the pool, if every kid there had that CPR, you know, let's just say a board bill on 6 kids, we would have everybody able to take care of those kids, and good staff, you know, to take care of the kids around, because the pool declared, you know, it would be a disaster, but why not plan for it?
I think it's broadened the whole horizon, but currently in a way it's in the hunter safety education. She's never had it before. So regardless if they ever hunting a day of her life, it's nice for her to understand that this is what goes on in the field. Hopefully you don't have to put some of the stuff, emergency stuff into the test, but it is there as a kind of background knowledge.
Yep, yep. Well, so. Okay. Well, I will call and, talk to the attorney when he'll probably call me back, and that'll be fine. the pool. I guess I have to get with Chris for some of the pool equipment. We've got to get the old battery out of the chair and, almost take it in because we need model numbers and stuff. And even the rungs for the lifeguard, putting the rungs on the stairs, it requires, they said, take a picture and see if you can bring one into us. So I will do that. But I need a key from Chris. And I thought maybe he'd be here tonight, but he's not. I'll get a hold of him in the next few days and I have the cabinet in the top, but I also don't have a key to get into the pool, so.
Is it worthwhile to go ahead and so Chris does have a key for a master key for everything then?
Yes.
Okay, so we don't have any mismatch and that kind of stuff going on as far as.
No, we don't, because he redid all the locks,
Okay, I knew.
but I don't have a key.
Okay.
And he always says to me, yeah.
I knew you had some issues recently with things being cut or whatever.
Yep.
I didn't know if they were mismatched.
Yeah, and he went in and
Okay.
closed up everything, and,
Okay.
yeah. And,
Is that a master key for all the park board facilities?
no, it's the master key for
Just the pool.
the pool.
Okay.
Now, I would have to ask Chris if it was also for the shop, but,
Shop and the shed down at the baseball field.
yeah, okay.
Should probably the building for the concession.
And,
I don't know if that would be a separate key or if that'd be something when that would still have or what exactly that
I'll text her to see if I can just a second go. So I'll get back with her here shortly as long as there's a key for the concessions. So.
Oh, at the baseball?
Yes, ma'am.
Who wants the key?
We'll just make sure we have whoever is running it. has a key
Oh,
for the concessions.
Lynette probably has one,
Yeah, so I'll
yeah.
just deal with her.
Okay, yeah. That was right by me. Imagine that. I have to think about some parents, but I kind of think there's a way. I think there's, we can pass the clipboard around at the games and let them sign up for their.
I agree with you, but there's probably some better ways to do that. Better avenues of doing that.
Sorry, you didn't know there was a meeting on Wednesday night? If you think I tried to ditch, I didn't. I sent everybody
There
their
was no
stuff.
agenda that, so officially, it's gotta be 24 hours
It was on the door,
to the public.
yeah,
It was on the door I came there and went
Yeah.
closer or not,
it
but
was on the door, Mark.
But we should have a chance to.
Absolutely. What did I say? I don't know why you didn't get it.
Nobody else got
Nobody
it,
else.
because I talked to Kelly as well,
No?
so. But anyways, this is why at the next, I wanted to put something on the agenda.
What was that?
And this kind of concerns me, I'm gonna resign from the park board,
And why is that?
because of the new management of the park board.
Well, you know what, Mark?
And things have gone down in the last, I want to say 6-8 months.
Yeah, I think so too.
You're refusing people, you're not running a meeting properly, you're refusing to let people speak openly. You shut me down, but you allow other people to speak freely.
Because Mark, you overspeak. That's why.
I don't you don't like the topics I talk about. Because you don't like the topics I bring up, and I bring up the truth. Judy.
Okay, Mark, whatever you decide you want to do.
Your rebuttal letter was an attack on me. There were so many untruths in that, and you sent it out to Legion members.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
They're on there.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, they are.
No, I did not. No,
Anyway.
I don't even know a reason there.
well, that being said,
An email.
we plan on doing this the next meeting then?
Yes.
Okay. We'll add that to the agenda regardless of your teachers with
Yeah, but I was gonna do it tonight at the end of the meeting,
Okay.
because I've been committed to the park board for a very long time. I have seen us take great strides in making things good, and now we've lost about $230,000 in equity in the park board has been transferred over to the city.
So what do we care?
What do we care? That's if we want to apply for a loan, just like anyone else. If you have equity in yourself, you can apply for things. Now that we have, because nobody's going to give us a loan on parks that we've already developed. But if we own land that's undeveloped, that's equity into the park board. The property back here behind the city, you wouldn't let me speak about it. Under the Century Code, we follow every guideline in the Century Code why that should be park board property. Tim Doctor came before us and told us that a 1956 deed said that if we don't use it for parks, but we use it for public service. And that public service is free to the community. We even allow the city to use that property free. And we pay taxes on it. Now that the city owns that, and the city owns the other property down by the boat ramp, now all the taxpayers are gonna have to absorb those taxes and specials because the city doesn't pay specials or taxes. Does that make sense?
It sure does, but
So I would like to
Mark,
hear
I'm
from
not
the
in,
city.
I'm not in the road business, I'm in the park business.
Exactly, and there's the fundamental responsibility of this board to look out for the citizens. We're not looking out for you've been working for the city for the last year, since January 4th, when you and Tim attacked me in that meeting. And we have it on video.
See here, Mark, this is what you do to our meeting.
No, this is why I'm resigning.
We're gonna go ahead, okay.
But please put it on the next agenda, I'll be resigning.
Okay, that'll be fine.
There's many other reasons.
Okay. There's some things for Chris when we move from the pool to the park. You know, we have concrete available through not the power plant, but, what was Rainbow, yeah. And I think that we should have, you know, why not get some pads of cement at the park? We could put a picnic table on it, you know, and, if we think we could use some at the ball field, we should, you know, we should look around and see where we should be improving what we have.
Does one ever get poured for the porta potties at the baseball field?
I think they were.
I think they
Yeah,
are.
the concrete's been poured down there. There's two sets of porta potties now.
Yeah.
One by the concession, there's one, and then there's one out in like right field,
Yeah.
along that right field, all territory fence.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember if ever actually got a concrete.
yeah. Yeah, anyway, I said, I don't also have here time for porta potties. Do you think it's too early to put porta potties in the park? And you're not gonna have one.
No, that's fine. I was just saying, I don't know, it's kind of a tough issue, because I still think we're gonna have some frigid weather coming up pretty soon. So
Okay, so
in
wait,
my personal opinion, I think,
Hoping not, but.
I don't really like it.
When we do it, Mother Nature will answer back. It's too early.
don't put your umbrella out, okay? Well, when do we do that? Because I'm gonna reserve them and have them ready to go.
We're in March right now.
Yeah, so May, is that,
When does the softball stuff start down there? I would think that would be about when you want to have now when people are going to start utilizing the field.
Softball and baseball, spring activities start Monday.
Now is it
Practice is the opening. Monday is the opening day for practices for the spring activities. A lot of the sims are going to probably have weather permitting, porta potties down there for the next few weeks. Especially down there, 'cause there's no public restroom.
Is that at the baseball field?
Yes,
They use them at the baseball fields because it's usually they don't have the water turned on or anything.
Yep,
So they usually have porta potties there.
Yep.
At the school complex and then at the softball field as well. So
school complex.
where the baseball and football fields are.
Oh, put a
They
porta potty
they put
there
a couple
too?
up there and then they put
Do they,
a few down at the
do they
softball.
use down at the field down
Yeah,
there?
the
Okay.
high school softball plays
Okay.
down at the field.
So I would say if there's gonna be being used, then you would probably wanna get them down there. as long as
And
they're
do we
usable.
furnish the ones for the school? At the school?
No,
I don't know,
I wouldn't think
I
that's
think
a-
the school does those and
Okay.
then
But we'll do
I can
the,
get in contact with, either Keith Ferguson or Penny, Dr. Penny,
yep,
to see who.
yep, that's great. And we'll get those ordered this week, okay? So they have them?
you have contacts on that kind of stuff for the.
I don't, but you have the contacts for the potty site?
It would be on their billing, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Sorry, what's that?
So Dallas or Sunderland, he does the same thing.
Okay. Now, quick question for you too on the concrete. I mean, is it something that Rainbow or who is it? You said Rainbow that gives us the concrete?
Yes,
Okay, is it something they always do, or that we're in?
yes, and it's just something they do right along. But what you have to do is apply and
Okay.
wait till you can get some.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
it. I didn't. Okay.
So, but I think we just need to do those things.
What do you think you're wanting to do?
I'm wanting a pad at our new park
Oh, okay.
for a picnic table.
Do they have certain forms that you guys fill out with them, or?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is somebody gonna handle on that portion, or you somebody wants to do it, or?
Who is pool? Or who is park? Me. Oh, Judy will take care of that. I have here, okay.
So is that on the pool, are we on the park, we skipped over the pool, or we went over that,
No,
right?
we did go over the pool. I just have supplies that I have to get for it. And I have that I got applications from kids from someplace else, so. And that's why. And I have concrete at both places, because I know there's some upheaval at the pool, and we possibly could just get some to there too. And then there's always my handy dandy splash pad.
One day, right?
Yeah. To go on, Nelson Park, 4-4. Oh, do we need to make a motion that we're ordering porta potties?
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Okay, do you want to make that
Yep.
motion?
Make a motion to go ahead and order the porta potties for
Okay,
new location, I suppose.
yeah,
I'll second that.
okay, great. I have to stop here now and say, I never wanted Mark to quit, and I stopped him from talking because I tried to order this furniture since November, and he just would never allow us to do a whole meeting. He just would go on, and if I was wrong, I was wrong, but I will tell you one thing. I know he thinks I coerced, but I never called a member about voting for the baseball field land swap or this land swap. It was, everybody got to do,
I think regardless if it's done,
Yeah.
really, it will be done, so
but,
good, better, and different.
yep, but I had to stop him because if I didn't stop him, we couldn't finish the meeting. And he had me so nervous. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. But I'm just gonna say that, and I'm gonna write it, that I said it. Okay, we're moving on to the land swap. By voting to approve those minutes, we have agreed to the land swap, and they will be preparing a quick claim deed tomorrow. I believe I have to have this set of minutes in, and I will email them to you. And I do it every month, so I don't know how that happens. I just don't know what happens. And I even sent Stuart something today that I thought, I don't think you got those minutes.
I haven't gotten anything from you.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You know, yeah, okay. And the city also, when I asked them about the property, when they came back with their offer, they are paying the attorney fees and the cost of switching our deed. So that's all paid for. I'm sorry. And we agreed to ISI, and I was kind of curious if Kelly took care of the property at,
New Park.
yeah, the new park. But I'll call her tomorrow, and you guys, I can only say I'm sorry. Okay. And I think we're done. Oh, no, I just wanted you to know that we got a soccer field approved. They called and we asked about it, and the chairman called me and I explained to her what we were doing, and they said, yeah. And I said, well, now we have to have a day, and it was when it was snowy and icky, and I said, we need a day that we can go down there, and we will. And you know what? I know that Jenny would be happy to go, and the later in the evening that she can, because she works pretty late. But it'll only take us 15 minutes to run down there.
Yeah, we'll go down there, kind of look at things. And
Do you want to go down there with us? Sure. I'll give you a call so you can come. Great. It's the first road you can take in that would go to where Willie Zeman right there, and instead of you'll see a sign that says Asbury Camp, and it would be to your left, and we go down in there, and it's a lot of grass and a regular camp, and I just think it would, it's kind of like the little kids that are with their brothers and sisters, they could just run, they would be fine, it would be a good place. I don't know about the room, because I don't know the soccer field, but you can sure look, we can sure figure out what we can do.
all right.
And then when we do that, then we'll get serious with them and ask them what they're going to charge, but it's going to be peanuts.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Okay, well, I think we will adjourn. Can I have a second?
I'll second.
And I'm feeling, okay, now that